All right. So, welcome to D&D Amongst the Giants, Session 23, The Spirit Mounds. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
saved Ark for getting chewed out, but yes.
Yeah, I was about to tell you the same thing I told the barbarian who
I
rage
know.
quit from your dragon heist game. That is not an excuse,
I know,
and it makes
I'm
you
just-
a very bad player.
All right.
I made this character bullshit up. That's all I wanted to do.
That's fine. That's a good justification.
So, let's go over our 2 pages worth of notes that I have.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. So last session started off with a bit of chaos as the entire party was placed under a confusion spell. It was a trap created to kind of protect or guard this magical gateway that you guys would eventually pass through to see the Oracle. Thankfully, didn't take hold for very long, and everyone was able to kind of shake the cobwebs off a bit and get back into what they were supposed to do pretty quickly. After kind of sorting that out, the party decided to head north into a very long, slightly sloped corridor that several empty guest quarters kind of flanked on either side of. And at the end, a stone statue, or a statue of a stone giant with its arms extended out forward, kind of waited at the entry end of the hallway as you guys continued to make your way down the hall. That was until Alakul, once again, ever the trigger of traps, decided to finally set off the trap. Unknowingly, as he walked forward down towards the end of this hallway, which released a massive boulder which quickly swept through the hallway at a blistering 22 miles an hour, running over almost everybody except Evandur in the process. As the boulder...
I succeeded a dex check?
No, I forgot to move you and you were around the corner. After the boulder reached the end of the hall, the stone giant statue came to life and began to push the boulder back up the hallway, seemingly to reset the trap. Took a bit of an opportunity to kind of glance into the rooms, not really stepping in and doing any real examinations, but just getting a quick idea of, is there anything immediately in our field of view, and then making their way to the end, noticing there's really not much left. As they got to the end of the hall, everybody started to gather around the podium where the statue was standing and trying to figure out if there was a way to disarm the trap from here. But unfortunately, nobody could come across anything. After a few minutes, everybody gave up and started to head upstairs, and found almost exactly the same thing. Another hallway that slowly sloped upward, all the way out into the darkness. But this time, at the other end of the hallway was a female cloud giant wearing an angry-looking mask and her arms kind of positioned as if she was casting a spell. This scared everybody. Knowing exactly what happened in the floor below, everybody was worried, so they sent Harshnag downstairs to go and grab the cloud giant Mimnor's mithril spear and bring it up to the 2nd level and try to find a way to deactivate it with it. But unfortunately, they were unable to do anything. So the party continued and began to explore, some of them hiding, not wanting to get out into the hallway itself, and others making their way towards a room with a large sack. Inside the sack were some useful items, a tent and some other random miscellaneous stuff, and then one very unique item, a shard of the East Rune, which kind of emanated this faint blue glow from within it. Kind of out of ideas at this point, after searching all the way through these hallways, they headed back to Anam's temple, replacing the spear, and started thinking over how to approach this archway once again. Taking a moment to re-examine everything, Perith would actually stumble across some runes inscribed at the base of Anam's podium, which read, "May each giant present their weapon." Taking this hint, the party would ask Harshnag to take up Theorem's ornate steel greatsword and touch it to the east rune on the archway, which opened the portal into the Oracle's chamber. The scene within, however, was a little different from everything else. While all the other chambers surrounding this temple had been empty, this one found a dead body within it. A very large, kind of hexagonal chamber had 6 statues, each one carrying torches. And at the room's center, the body of a fallen cloud giant. When attempting to approach the body, an apparition would appear, claiming to be Eigeron, the son of Blagothkus. The two would venture... The story would go that the two would venture into the Eye of the Allfather in search of the Oracle, looking for an answer to understanding the shattering of the Ordning itself and how they can better appease their god. Unfortunately for Blagothkus, he was informed that by the Oracle, that he would never earn the favor of the Allfather, and encouraged Eigeron to step out from his father's shadow instead. Blagothkus would become angered and envious of his son, and would eventually turn on him and slaying him within the chambers, and left him there in the cold. Eigeron would offer to help the adventurers if they would help him. He would tell them how to contact the Oracle, telling them to move his body, step within the circle rune on the floor, and then ask the questions that they had. In addition, Eigeron would offer his golden breastplate, which he claimed would shrink down to any size or expand to any size that it needed to, along with an opal of the Illid rune, in return for the party laying his spirit to rest by slaying his father, Blagothkus. And thus the party stood at the Oracle, asking 6 questions, each question dimming one of the 6 lights of the giant statues around the chamber, until no light remained, except for the glowing archway to lead them back out. With their questioning, they had learned that while the Oracle could not see the location of Hecaton, that he was betrayed from within. They asked of the location of Blagothkus, learning that his shadow falls over Parnast. They learned that they needed to find a magical conch, which allowed them to visit King Hecaton's court, and that these conches are held by the giant lords themselves. However, in order to find one of these giant lords, they must first travel to one or more of the Uthgar Spirit Mounds to retrieve one of the lost relics that lie beneath ground. Afterwards, the party gathered themselves, noticing that there wasn't much time left, the gates starting to fade out. They quickly rushed through the gateway, making it back into Anand's temple, and that is actually where we pick up our session tonight. So, let's see. You guys are here. Is it pinging you? Is it pinging you? Bringing you there?
Didn't drag.
My roll 20
Didn't drag us.
froze up.
I found it. It's not too.
I wonder why it doesn't.
Shift it to the right and go about halfway down. Are you holding shift and pinging?
There it goes. Finally.
We'll see if you notice it tonight. It seems to be doing the same thing it was doing to me last night. So.
Yep.
Turn advanced fog of war off.
Maybe. Yeah, I might have to. So yeah, you find yourself back in Anam's temple, Harshnag, after you walk out of the chambers, kind of thinking over everything that the Oracle had said, is kind of deep into thought as everybody is kind of gathering outside of the gate. What would you like to do?
Well, we need to find a way out of here now.
Well, he did say there were ways out, so we shouldn't have any trouble with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be super... Yeah, no.
It'll be super good up until Alakul sets off a trap.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
You're 3 for 3.
That did happen.
You
3?
can be quite adept at it.
What was the third one?
You set off a boulder trap, then a boulder trap, and then an actual boulder trap.
Okay, I feel like the 2 at the entrance count as 1 because I only stepped on 1 pressure plate.
Really? I distinctly remember there being 2 pressure plates.
Yes, I only stepped on 1 plate though.
he does have a point. He did only step on one of them. Still almost killed us, though.
I'm not disagreeing that, but I feel like it should only count as 1 trap.
Oh, that's
You're
good.
still at 100% for triggering trap.
Yeah, it's still that.
Yes, but if I don't set off another trap, I would then only be at 66% instead of 75%.
Did Harsh not get left in the chamber? Where's oh, he's right here.
He's
What the
literally
hell?
right next
He's
to
here.
us.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Harshnag, where did you go? It's so hard to see you.
You're right
So
in
hard.
front of me. How dare you?
It's so hard to see your 15-foot tall body. Where did you go?
I don't know what my eyes just did. I just glanced over him and didn't notice his presence at all. All right.
It's either you didn't realize that was his token, and it was
Yeah.
just another frost giant that was menacing Parith in melee, and you were seemingly not worried about it.
I mean, as long as I'm not near it, it's fine. I can revive you all. It'll be okay. As long as I'm alive, you're all alive.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I say that. I only have 2 spell slots. 1 right now, actually.
and that's after using your feature, right? To reset them.
Yeah, I've already used that, so I am SOL. If we need more spell slots, I have 1. Alright, so after we're exiting out of there, move over. I didn't ask this while we were inside, as we all reminded you all forced me to jump in and ask questions. For whatever reason.
you volunteered.
Caelidus,
I didn't
I
volunteer. Nothing of the sort happens. It was like, who's gonna ask questions? I think Caelidus should do it. Yeah, Caelidus
It's
should do it. And we're like,
Caelidus.
wait.
That
Are you
no,
sure?
I didn't know. Okay.
all right, Caelidus, who would you want to ask questions?
Oh. Probably me, honestly.
Can I do it?
Harshnag, do you have any insight on these? What did the Oracle say? These giant lords, these leaders, I guess, of the giant races. The eye seem to speak of them, and they need to be defeated, I guess.
Well, I know of them. I don't know how to find them, though. I do, however, know of the Spirit Mounds that the Oracle mentioned.
Oh, could you tell us about that, maybe?
He stops and thinks for a second and starts rummaging through his pack and pulls out a pretty large piece of parchment and kind of looks around to everybody and is like,
Anyone with ink or quill that we can make a map, I could at least tell you where they're at.
Everyone
will offer
turns
a
to look at
plan.
Evander.
what was that, Evander?
I will bring the ink and quill out of my pack.
Okay. He begins writing and kind of he almost like a kid with a coloring book. He lays it out on the floor in front of him and kind of sits down like cross-legged, sits down and begins writing with this quill that is way too small for his hand, and is carefully trying to draw out these locations and some important landmarks that you guys should be able to reference. And as he's doing so, it's taking a while. You're noticing, even as he's kind of marking this, he's like deep in thought. As he starts charting down where certain locations are, he stops for a second and kind of places his hand on the side of his face and thinks, and then goes back to it again and continues writing. Almost an hour passes before he finishes this map. And as he finishes it, he kind of stops and looks it over for a minute and just kind of looks over, back over at Calidus and says,
Here, this should do.
And he shows you this.
That is some remarkable penmanship right there, okay?
That is very good, Harshnag, for using such an implement that was very small for you.
Well, it certainly wasn't easy. But, at least, you now know where to go.
As I'm looking over this, like, I'm assuming that the X's mark the spot?
Ha, I see what you did there.
Harshnag kind of nods and kind of peers back over, looking back at some of them, attempting to get like a closer look at it. And as he's looking at him, let me just double check something before I confirm this. I want to make sure I got it right. Yeah, I do.
I give them the lore, or do I not?
Do I? Okay. So he looks over the map and immediately kind of points out where you are at the Eye of the Allfather, and then slides his hand directly over to the east and points towards the one that is titled Great Worm Cavern. He points to that and says,
That's the first stop. Well, at least the easiest for you.
Deal.
Doesn't appear to be too far away, though distance is not an important detail in this map. How long would it take us to get to the cavern, Harshnag?
He thinks for a few minutes, trying to, again, doing math in his own head, trying to figure out exactly how long it would take. And after thinking about it, he turns to you and says,
Well, maybe 3 days.
Oh, well, that doesn't seem too bad, I think. As I go to check my... Yeah, I have a few days of rations.
Remember, I can scrounge.
Yep, sure can.
We also have that bag.
You also have that
yeah,
bag.
fuck rations. We got a bag of bounty. I forgot
What are
about
you
that.
worried about?
I forgot about that awesome thing.
Yeah, there's that thing.
Yeah.
Harshnag, important question. When you wrote Great Worm Cavern, did you mean to put a Y where the O is?
Or a U.
I wrote it as I wrote it.
Okay, just making sure, because it
It
means
does tell you between like 3 different creatures, yeah.
There's a bit of a difference between them. So there's just a
I've-
giant worm.
I've never been. You can't expect me to know exactly how something is spelled, okay?
That's a fair point.
I gave you a map. I've produced you a map in minutes. Well, almost an hour, but we're not talking time here.
Still technically minutes, and we could take a few more minutes. I'm feeling almost rested right now.
I
take a
pick
few minutes
Calidus up and I shake him.
Harshnag, do you know anything about these places? Anything specific, any lore or history that you may have heard over time about these places?
Harshnag stops and kind of thinks for a second. As he starts to think over them, he starts to recall certain notes of interest. Things like mostly legend, like what was buried beneath certain mounds. As he's thinking them over, he starts to recall, remembering only two of them very, very vividly. He looks back at you and says,
Well, Flint Rock, I know beneath that is is a mithril spear, if we could find that relic somewhere. And at Stone Stand, well, there's a frost giant skull there. Very much worth picking up. It belongs to the evil frost giant brethren of mine that I would prefer to see gone. If I could encourage you to go and get any of them, that's probably the one I'm going to point you to.
Yes, a mithril spear.
Spear, okay. I wasn't sure if it was sphere or spear. Okay, that's way out there. Okay.
Harshnag,
Yes.
do you happen to know why the Great Worm Cavern has its name? You seem to know frost giant legends.
He thinks, trying to recall information that he actually knows. Unfortunately for him, he knows very little about any of these places.
Here's a question. Do I know about the Great Worm Cavern?
You can give me a history check at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
You know, there have been rumors that some of the tribes in the region would hang out there. You don't know too much beyond that, though. You know that it was previously just Uthgar barbarians that were inside, but it's been a long time since you have ever been out there, if at all. And you have no way of being able to confirm if that's still true or not. But beyond that, you know nothing of the lore of the actual cavern.
Okay.
Well, we're going either way, so we'll find out when we get there. And if it's a giant monster, then...
We most likely die.
I mean, I was going to say I was going to hunt it, because it's kind of my deal.
I'm pretty sure it would be what I said.
Why not both?
Why not both?
Well, we should probably try to figure out how to get out of here.
As you say that, Harshnag looks at you and says,
And unfortunately, this is where we will part ways.
Oh no, Harshnag!
Well, I'm sorry to see you go, Harshnag. Do you have other business elsewhere?
he stops and kind of shakes his head and reaches down and grabs onto his great axe and looks back at the doorway and then back over at the gate and says,
I'm not letting anybody through here until we can solve this. When you are finished, return to me and I will still be here.
Yeah, okay, that checks out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with a man that has an axe the size of me with somebody else standing on top of me.
And killed plenty of people with it in front of us.
mm-hmm.
You stay safe, Harshnag.
I have a feeling you're the ones that need to stay safe.
We likely won't.
It's not ominous at all.
Knowing this group, I will turn around to the rest of the group. Should we, and I'll turn around, dig in my pouch, and I'll pull out these sending stones that I got from Bingo. Say, should we leave one of these here with our friend Harshnag so we can talk to him if need be? There could be questions in the future.
That's a great idea.
Harshnag's like, no, I'm good.
Harshnag actually thinks that's a fantastic idea and kind of nods.
It's like a Bluetooth for him.
It is. Well, it's like a pebble in his hand, like he's holding it like just... It's just like an M&M. It's literally like the size of an M&M to him.
Yeah.
My thumbs are too big. I can't get the apps up.
Yeah, I mean, I think out of character, I think that's a good idea. I think
it's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can't play Flappy Dragons. I'm mad.
Flappy
Good for you,
dragons.
Kaelitis. Getting a good idea for once. Then he walks away.
Ooh.
Oh,
I just started pulling an arrow into my bow.
thank you, Evander. I appreciate the praise. And I'll hold up the one of the sending stones up to Harshnag and give it to him.
And he'll kind of extend his hand out, and as you place it in his hand, kind of looks over this tiny pebble in his hand and just finds a pocket somewhere that he can stuff it into.
Well, I don't have any ideas. I've never been in a dungeon like this before. I personally, I don't know where we should start to try to find an exit.
Well, I remember there were the portcullis over when we were resting.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of this room, towards the entrance. We killed some people, then took a nap.
Oh, I remember doing that part. Yeah.
I remember that for different reasons, but yes, I remember resting.
Well, when we were resting, there were doors on the sides, but we never really looked into them.
No, I mean,
We
it's a good
should
place as
go
any.
look.
Yeah. I'll turn around and kind of wave to Harshnag as we all start moving, I guess.
Okay. And as you kind of say your goodbyes, Harshnag reaches down, tapping Perith on the shoulder.
You failed. Go. She looks up and says, yeah, I probably wasn't too impressive, was I?
You can redeem yourself. Do well here, and I'll consider putting in a good word for you with Force Grey.
I appreciate that, big guy.
And he just kind of nods in your direction.
Well, there you go. Now we don't have to kill him and steal his badge.
Wow, Popper. Wow.
His great axe looks really sharp. Just saying.
It's really big.
It's really freaking big.
It's real
He
big.
can pancake you with it. Just lay it flat and just drop it on your head.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Give us a call if you need anything.
Or if you just want to chat.
I'll take this moment upon realizing that I have the light cantrip. Cast light on myself, so there's a little bit more illumination.
Okay. No, I'm on the wrong layer.
How dare you?
Stop moving.
I will
I
not.
don't know. This is
yeah,
roll 20
yeah,
acting
yeah.
really
We
slow.
need to see everything.
It's some kind of update they did with the advanced
Yeah.
fog war makes it load just stupid slow. It's annoying.
Lights 40/20.
Yes, it would be.
Sure.
2020, I think.
Yeah. Well,
The way dynamic lighting is, it's an
it'd be
additional
40/20.
20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's right there in the
40
description.
total.
It's an
Yeah.
additional.
It's an additional. Yeah, so Calidus, as you approach from where you are, you see this opening that leads back towards these very heavy iron bar portcullis, about 20 feet wide, standing almost 30 feet tall from floor to ceiling. And it kind of blocks off the passageway from here back out into the hallway that's goes back up another 20 feet out that you guys were previously sleeping in. If you remember, you guys kind of huddled up like right in that area.
Do I see any kind of like lever or anything to raise the portcullis in here?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. I'm real good at these.
I'm not seeing anything as you're kind of looking around, kind of feeling around, hoping maybe you'll find like a hidden lever here or something. Nothing. You see nothing in here.
I'm gonna take a look because I'm equally as bad. In fact, I'm worse. Or just equally as bad.
Same kind of thing. You both like walk up to the walls and like sliding your hand across the stone of the walls here, hoping to find something and finding nothing.
Would you do like some help?
Hey, we
Yeah,
just walk around, but
These two are struggling to find anything. I have a feeling there's something over here. Would you like some help, Evander?
Can't
Quick,
hurt.
everyone! Alakul's doing a thing! Back up!
I'm assisting in a thing.
still involved.
Looking around the hallway, from where you are all the way down to the end of the portcullis, nothing.
There's no lever on the side.
There's no
or anything to
lever.
open it.
That's what I thought too, but I'm glad someone followed up on it. I guess we'll just
Oh, that was different.
take the long way. Oh god. I guess walk through the doors and head downstairs.
Okay.
Don't know if I should be leading.
You'll be fine.
You want me to lead?
Yes.
Hopper's already skipped ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Trying to stay with people.
Nah, it's fine, guys. I love people stepping all over me.
There, I'll do this.
You just gotta hide behind Acarius.
Pretty much. Carius is now my meat shield tonight.
Once again, making your way down this hallway that extends 60 feet up into the air. Looking around you, you see the dead bodies of several Uthgar berserkers or barbarians laying on the ground here, and the leader of the group up here.
That was a fast fight.
Did we search them? I feel like
You
we
did,
searched them.
and you found a necklace on them.
No, they didn't. I just kind of pocketed that.
Oh, right, you did kind of pocket that, didn't you?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't think we knew about that.
Don't know about that. You're absolutely right.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not like Evander's wearing a new necklace or anything.
Nice new necklace, Evander. Where'd you get it?
Your mom.
I've always been wearing it.
My mom's dead.
Was she
makes it
eaten
even
by
more
your
valuable.
dad?
I didn't hear what Fourth said.
Oh.
What's that?
I didn't hear what Fourth said.
Oh. Said something about was she eaten by your dad? Is that what he said?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
what I said.
Mm-hmm.
This up here, it's something that we can climb up, if I
Correct.
remember right.
Yeah, it's about 20 feet in the air, so it's going to take a little work and a bit of teamwork to get up there. Especially tough now that Harshnag is not with you.
I will help people up if they want up there.
I step on Alikul's head when I go up.
I cast Enlarge on Alikul so that it's easier for him to help people up.
Hey, look at that.
Wow, you do have some kind
Hopper
of utility.
takes the first boost.
I have like.
Oh
one-
god, wait,
God.
no, I don't get bigger, do I?
Oh, right. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Because this is 10 feet.
He's a
You're
huge creature.
absolutely
What
right.
the fuck?
I'm suddenly huge.
These are 10-foot squares, so you're absolutely right.
Someone else cast enlarge reduce on me.
So yeah, with the help of everybody, you're able to help everybody up. Alikul kind of lifting everybody up onto this ledge, and then taking a bit of a running start. You're able to kind of like step up onto the ledge, grab onto it. Hands kind of slipping a bit, but you're able to finally brace and lift yourself up and over.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be too hard because I'm
Yeah.
now a bit taller.
Yeah, super easy now that you're much bigger size.
It's double your height.
It's still double your height. He's absolutely right, but it's much easier now.
I mean, he's a tall dragonborn, so he's like, what, half this whole wall now?
Yeah, something close to half of it, yeah. And with, like I said, with a bit of a like backing up running start and then using the wall to kind of kick off of and kind of jump up and grab, he is able to grab onto the ledge and bring himself up there.
I'd be like 12, 13 feet. Jeez.
As I look off to the west, what am I seeing over here?
To the west? Well, let me pan my camera here. You see continues going off into darkness. I don't see, from what I can see, you're still seeing darkness. Is that right?
I will send you a screenshot.
Okay.
On Discord.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So, and that's probably from you wandering around at night as you're kind of guarding the group here. You probably headed that direction. You find at the end of this hall a square room as you begin to approach it. As you begin, yeah.
Nothing else, I'll just point it out and say there was a
Yep.
room off this direction. I didn't venture into it. I was having a weird night. But yeah, there might be something over there. I'm not sure.
Evander, stay right where you are. Just kidding.
I'm
You
not
can keep
Evander.
going into the room.
Evander triggers the track this time.
Would you like this 10-foot pole, Evander?
As Evander, as you begin to make your way into this room, it's dark for you too, isn't it?
I have light cast on my quarterstaff.
Oh, right. I can see it now, I think.
This dynamic
Yeah,
lighting
yeah, I
is
can see it. Yeah,
really
it's,
laggy.
it's
Sometimes
so
it'll-
laggy.
Yeah, my day game had a lot of issues with it.
As you begin to make your way into this 60-foot square room, you notice there's almost nothing in here. The one exception is in the back corner on the left-hand side, a featureless, or a lever that's about 12 foot off the ground. As you look over it, it's coated in ice. Top to bottom, just completely coated and stuck in the up position.
I don't see any traps, do I?
I don't know.
Do
with
you?
that investigation, no, you see no traps.
Okay, so
Evander, be careful.
there's nothing here.
Hmm.
And I'm going to use prestidigitation to warm up the lever.
Okay. Okay. That's more illusionary, not heating, right? Oh, chill and warm. Yep, I see it. Okay, I mean, it's a pretty large lever.
While he's doing that,
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out. What do I have? Javelin, and start picking away at it. Also,
Okay. As you begin doing so, about, I don't know, 45 seconds to a minute pass. Chipping away, you're noticing the ice that is kind of surrounding the lever itself and the block that it is kind of stuck through. You're able to separate the two and get all of the ice from around it. And as you reach up and grab onto the lever, it kind of jiggles a little bit, indicating it's no longer stuck or frozen into place.
we ready for this?
1 second. Head back
Okay.
out of the room.
Nope.
Okay.
Backing up.
Whenever you're ready.
I pull the lever.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check.
Has a minute passed?
Yelp.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dang it. I was gonna
Oh,
say,
it is
yeah,
only a
it'd be-
minute.
Mm-hmm. Reaching up, grabbing onto the lever, you pull and give everything you can, and it doesn't move. Like, not even an inch.
Opera, would you like to give it a try?
Oh, absolutely.
I
Hold
could
on.
use some help in here.
Well, I only have the 2 hands.
I mean, that's 4 hands is better than 2, right?
She starts to count on her fingers. Evandor?
Yes, help each other.
Oh, okay. I guess that means it does. Yeah, 4 is bigger than 2, and she'll head over to help.
Okay.
Again,
Okay. Go ahead with advantage. This
Hey.
time, as you grab onto the lever and you pull it down, I mean, the both of you, even together, are struggling with this. It slowly moves at the beginning, like an inch, and as you're pulling and you're trying to pull it down, it almost starts to give and starts to pull you back up. And then almost in an instant, you hear the sound of a loud thud. The floor is shaking all around you. And the lever immediately slams to the floor.
oof. Well,
We did it!
we did it. High five.
High five. She high fives him.
Yay.
Nope. You see nothing, Calidus.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look around. Everything's fine.
It was kind of loud there for a second. Is everyone all right?
I feel happy.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy for you, Alico.
Evandor, as you make your way to the ledge and begin to look off, you notice the stone wall is still in place.
Damn it! I got magic items over there. God damn it!
Is it possible there's another room on the other side? That's only for
We might have needed to do both.
We need to get over there then.
Did the lever stay down, or did it pop back up?
Yeah, it slammed down.
It's slammed down.
Okay.
Stayed down as
Yep.
far. Yeah.
Well,
Dumped us on the floor. I will hop down and then help everybody else down.
You're medium-sized again.
Yes. Yes. I know.
I will assist in helping people up.
Okay. Yep, and you're able to transition from one side to the other here. Make your way over to the other ledge.
Evander, can you come check for traps again?
Keep flipping back to my spell page.
Also, don't pay any attention to that guy against the pillar.
Who?
Which guy?
Wow, that guy looks like he got fucked up.
He had a rough
I don't
night.
think there's
He's
anything with him.
probably hanging upside down, predator style.
Remember, kids, drugs are bad.
You see no traps, Evandor.
I don't believe there's anything.
Okay,
Alico, would you like to lead the way?
sure. Slowly walking. Oh, look!
There's another one. Yep, you walk into this one, similar to the other chamber. Another lever looks to be frozen into place. Same kind of thing. If you want to spend a minute or so to try to break free the ice from around it, you'll be able to do so.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hopper?
I'll assist with prestidigitation as well.
Shall we?
Yes, sir.
Shall we do this again?
Let's do the thing.
And then
Hopefully,
back out of the room.
one last time.
This time I'm actually gonna go out and watch out in the hallway to see if anything happens.
Okay.
All right, here goes nothing.
Good luck.
Oof.
Reach up, both of you grabbing onto it, pulling down on it, and it doesn't budge.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you two weren't trying.
You're right. I thought I forgot how hard it was. Yeah.
That's what she said. Wait.
Well, come on, add it again.
All right. Hold on, give me a second. Let me stretch out right quick. All right. Attempt number 2.
You reach up, the both of you taking a second to kind of brace yourself a little better, yanking down on this lever. Same thing as before. It takes it a second, gets about a few inches, and then it slams down. Perith, you watch as the wall directly in front of you lifts up to the ceiling, but at the same time on the other side, the other one slams back to the ground immediately.
We're gonna need Harshnag.
I think so.
I could give it a try.
Hopper.
The trick is
does
getting
look
them both at the same time, I think, is what it seems like.
Well, did we get this one down, or did it not?
Yeah, it immediately, like, after a few seconds of just strenuous just pulling and trying to get it to open, you're finally able to pull the lever all the way down. And same thing, it slams into the ground. Perith watches as the wall raises up to the ceiling, but the one behind it, the one that you think you had just lifted, has fallen and slammed into the ground almost simultaneously.
Oh, yeah, it would make sense that you'd have to do both at the same time. Well, you stay on this side, I'll go over there, and
Okay. Somebody will have to coordinate us.
Yep. And I'm just gonna fast-track myself over there.
Okay.
Me and Icarius are almost equally
Ready?
useless in this endeavor.
I'm ready! Someone count us down?
3, 2, 1.
Are you even trying over there?
No!
Both
Sorry, I
of
wasn't
you,
ready.
both
I wasn't
of you
ready.
reaching up and grabbing on to the lever. Alakul looking to kind of keep his press to the ground here, and Hopper, the lever elevated again like it was before, the 12 foot up in the air. Hopper reaches up, grabs onto it, starts to pull down and struggles. It's almost as if Alakul never released his to start over again.
Alakul, is yours down
Yeah?
still?
Yes?
Do you think maybe they both have to be pressed down at the same time?
Oh.
That was the idea.
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the thing.
I let
Hopper's, like,
I
groaning
lift
and
mine
complaining.
up.
Yep,
I just-
you reach down and yank it up. It goes up with no problem whatsoever, immediately raising up into the air, back up the 12-foot distance, at which point the front wall slams back into the ground, blocking off view once again.
I'm not gonna lie, this is doing wonders for my fear of earthquakes.
Evander has no faith in us.
Just like we're gonna be
Can-
here a while.
Can you blame him?
Wow.
Yes.
Toxic.
Toxic.
I was just reading something.
D colon.
So both of you at the same time then, yes?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
really feeling that adventurous.
I
I can do this all day!
don't know what that means, but okay. Ready, set, go.
Oof.
Oh, come on. It's always better on the second
It
time.
is. Hopper once again reaching up, grabbing onto the lever and pulling it down. Unfortunately, the pull just isn't enough. And same with Alakul as he's yanking down on this thing. It's just not enough. It budges like an inch before it finally, Alakul runs out of steam and has to release it and let it go back up.
All right.
Alright, third time's the charm.
Who wants help?
Both
I
of us.
I think we both could use help.
Parrot, do you feel particularly strong today?
Really?
Did you eat your Wheaties?
Are you higher than a 1 or a -1?
I'm a 1.
All right.
We just need the advantage, guys.
We just
that's
need
really
some
it, yeah.
weight.
Icarius is gonna go help.
There, I cast some large reduce on Alakul.
Hopper.
Okay.
How does that help me in this, though?
Because you
on
get
strength
advantage
checks.
on strength checks.
Oh, okay.
All right, Icarius
same-
with his not
Yeah.
bulky
The
muscles
same as
at all.
helping. Got it.
Yep. Icarius comes over, looks at this, and just kind of shakes his head, just like, oh, here we go. All right.
Here we go.
There we go. And he reaches up and grabs onto it.
Zornish.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
We only have a few seconds here. Let's go quick. Ready, set, go.
Yep, see, again, alright.
Well, now you have advantage.
As
I
both
know.
of you,
It's just figures, though.
as both of you reach up, grabbing on to the levers, you both struggle. Both sides struggle to pull it up. Alakul's like straining. Like Evandor's, he's watching. He the veins in his muscles are bulging, and he's like losing it. Like he's barely able to do this. But at almost the same exact time, the levers hit the ground, and as it does, both walls go flying up into the ceiling, slamming back into the 40-foot tall little alcove in the ceiling itself, and the pathway is now open once again.
Okay.
Quickly,
Give me a
let's go
second.
through before they come down again.
Make
Just
sure
don't
you...
step on the plate.
Did everyone let
Again.
go?
Are we supposed to?
I mean, we would like the rest of you to join us, too.
Give me a second.
I let go to make sure it doesn't lock.
Yeah, as soon as you let go, it stays right into place. It's stuck in the down
I think we're
position.
good.
Alright,
I'm
quickly.
currently laying on the ground, spread eagle.
Just like, oh my god.
Kill
me
now.
Oh, if you don't
Later,
hurry
let's
up, we're
go.
leaving you.
Oh.
Hop down.
Anybody sees two magical,
Parith,
immovable
as you step forward,
objects?
Oh,
as you
no.
step
No.
forward, immediately, click. Roll for initiative, please.
No!
Hey, I'm
Did you
2
really?
for 3!
He
I'm
really
2
did.
for 3!
Oh my god!
Oh, that is amazing.
What am I doing with the?
I think I'm
13
just gonna.
initiative?
I think I'm just gonna stay under.
Oh,
it.
okay. It's because of the advantage. I was like, how is it a red?
This,
A red
is, this is going to be
22.
interesting
I'm just
because
gonna stay under the
Alakul
rock.
is
You guys
nowhere
go
close.
go back. I'll just be here. I'll just live under this boulder.
You stepped on the same plate I did!
Yep,
I
sure
could have
did.
stepped on the same one. We have them marked.
Oh, that was the one we discovered.
That was the one you discovered through your investigation, and then
That one, Alcool accidentally
this one is
stepped
the
on.
one that Alakul triggered. And the wall was right there in front of you. It was literally stopping right there.
I got excited. My immovable rods were over here.
Okay, Hopper, what are you doing?
Well, I know that that's bad, so double move.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh wait, do we need
Parith?
to wait on the other side, guys?
Parith?
I can face step. It's fine.
I assume we're going back is the plan, so that we can just reset the trap again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys are going out and we can just be done. I can face step if I get stuck, but if the rest of you can reach the other side, just
Alakul
leave.
didn't make his way down.
Alakul's
yet.
not even down.
Ah, god damn it, Alakul.
Yeah. Alakul decided he was going to take a smoke break.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I mulligan my movement knowing that he's not down here? 'Cause he's
Yeah.
dumb? Okay.
Actually, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
see if you actually see him
that's
first.
More fair.
Let's see
I
if you see
literally
him first.
started to move out of the room, and I hear Forge say click, and
Nope,
I'm like,
I don't see
Nope.
it. Okay, nope, this is fair. Let's just leave it.
Okay.
Fucking Alakul.
Alakul does it again.
Party,
What's that?
the best party.
Parith.
You're so good. I'll just find the rods later. I'm just gonna run.
There's one rod that's right here, and there's one rod that's right here.
Well, that's good. At least they're still around.
The rope, you can see the rope laying on the ground, and it's like paper thin. Like, it's just destroyed. There's no saving the rope.
All right.
Anti-rope.
I will subtract a couple of feet off of my rope. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back.
Okay.
Let's be like, well, sorry about that.
Okay. Icarius stands on the plate.
can't make my voice that low. Oop, sorry. Move back. He's just got a lot of movement, so he can just zip on back away from it.
Okay. Evandor, kind of ignoring the sound of the click as Paris stepped onto the plate, advanced forward. Click.
And he's out of there.
And okay. Calidus.
Just gonna step back and be like, I guess we'll see you two in a minute.
Wait, what?
I hope.
Alakul.
Oh my
Good
god,
luck.
we can't get it down! We can't pull the lever!
Yep, good luck.
What's going? Oh, good. No. Oh, come on.
How did you set the trap off from up there?
I didn't.
You must have hit something!
There was literally nothing up there.
3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh no, undo that. Made a stupid shape. I didn't want a shape, I wanted a line.
Damn shapes.
Hopper, you are stuck between two massive stone walls that have collapsed on either side of you. The others back behind, you look and see the wall collapsing. Hopper just kind of standing there next to this immovable rod that's still hanging in the air. And Evandor, who has escaped outside and is slowly freezing to the temperatures outside. Hopper, what are you going to do?
Well, I thought I was going to teleport out of here, but I have to actually be able to see it.
See it.
Yep, nope. I'm just going to deactivate the immovable rod and just hunker down.
Okay.
There's nothing else I can do.
Does that require any phrase or anything? There's a button. Okay.
I think it's just
Okay.
a
It's a
button.
button and you click it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. Yeah. And reach up, grabbing onto the immovable rod, pressing the button, and it just kind of falls lifelessly into your hand. Perith, walls in front of you, Alakul, still up on the balcony.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull the things again.
Let's all start at the one that opens up this wall. I think Hopper should be inside there. Hopefully not crushed. But we
Well,
can get her back, then we'll have another set of hands.
If the rod was okay, then she should be okay.
That's true. So it was the southern one, right? That opened up this one?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, that would be my suggestion, is go help with the southern one, get it open.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'll head on up, and I assume I can get up with help from Alakul.
Yeah, if Alakul wants to help you.
I mean, that's a fair question, honestly.
Am I in a position to help?
You can reach down and extend your arm to help Perith up.
Okay.
I don't think we're in like super heavy combat rules.
No, it's
Okay, then yes, I will help Perith up.
okay.
It is amazing how you somehow managed to set off the traps from up there.
I don't believe you at all.
Give
Calidus,
me,
who set it off?
Alakul, give me an insight check to Perith's deception check, please.
No.
Yes.
No.
Insight.
Meets
No.
and beats, just barely. Like you're like, for a second, you're like, ah, fuck, what did I do? And then you're like, wait, no, you did this.
So
Chime in.
does that make me 2 for 3 on the traps now, Perith?
Yeah, I think Paris is catching up now. If
I think
we're keeping
so.
score.
I think so.
You hear from outside? Yes.
You don't hear anything from you.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
blinding and deafening winds.
Uh-huh.
Weird thing
There's
to
a
keep score
plan.
of. All right.
I thought I heard a voice from outside. I must just be hearing things now.
Evander ran out like a dim bulb. Wait, we don't have those. Like a very small torch.
A lamp that ran out of fuel.
Yes.
All right, Alakul, Parith, would you like to see if we can get Hopper back in here?
Sure.
Can we just go do that?
Yeah. Go,
Are
just
we in
roll
any
for it.
danger of another
No.
wall?
I mean, I'm also still large.
No, 1 minute. That's all that lasts. Is 1 minute.
Right, but it's only okay.
We didn't have to lower
You
the
took a
temperature.
break.
You took a break before you even came over
Okay,
there.
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So,
Well, that works.
Parith. You did just movement, right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, we'll just skip turns right now. So what is the plan? You guys are going down to help Alakul lift the eastern wall?
Yes, so that we can get Hopper back so that we can do both of them at once again.
Okay. Go ahead. Yep. Okay. So with that check, Alakul, you're able to reach up or reach down. Wait, is it up or down? No, it's down because it was
I'd have
triggered.
to reach.
Yeah. So you reach back up,
Got it, yeah.
grab onto the handle, and pull it down, straining a bit to lower it. As you move it down into place, Hopper, you watch as the wall just immediately shoots up to the ceiling once again, allowing you passage back through.
Well, hey guys, look what I found. And she holds up the movable rod.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
And then walking back over the trap, it immediately just slams back down after walking over it. Alakul, give me a dex save.
God dang it!
I'm waiting for Harshnag to come out and be like,
dex
what is
save?
going on?
Yes, dex save.
9.
Oof. 1 sec.
You get smacked in the face by the
It's a
wall.
new trap that you weren't aware of.
The handle, as you're bracing it down to the ground, Hopper walks over the plate, triggers the trap. The handle swings upward, smacking you in the face, dealing 7 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you.
Yep. That's a
That's a
thing.
And then it slams shut behind her, and it's like, woof.
Oh, that was close.
Ow.
It's just laughing her ass off.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Alright, second
Captain
verse,
William
just
is
like
kind
the
of
first.
Curious
Yep.
will join Hopper up north.
Okay.
Yep, I'll help.
Okay.
Really cool. After I stop laughing.
Also, that was a beefy hit.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty damn big lever, too. And the force behind it, you got to remember, this is the thing that's causing that handle to go back up is this 40,000-pound stone that is being released and dropped to the ground.
True.
2d4 seems a little low for that.
It does. It
But
seems
it's also
very
a
low.
Lever?
It was just a lever that smacked him across the face as
So
it went back
the
up.
lever itself doesn't have a whole lot of mass behind it
A giant lever? You're really going to say a giant lever doesn't have a lot of mass
yeah.
behind it?
compared to a.
Enjoy your 7
40-foot
damage. I would
rock.
have rolled d10s.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So,
Ready,
you guys ready?
Calidus.
Ready.
Count us down.
Ready? Everybody, before we start, let's all remember that there are pressure plates, so don't go rushing off. Set.
Calidus,
Go.
they're too far for us to... Well,
Damn it.
Oh, I was yelling that.
Hopper?
Here we go. Boom!
Hopper and Icarius reach up, grab onto the lever. They're able to yank it down, bit of force, after pulling on it and just trying their damnedest. The wall flings up into the ceiling, but unfortunately Alakul's remains in place.
Parith, were you even trying?
No! It was still so funny you got
So that didn't work. Is everything okay over there, Alakul?
He got
Parith?
tooled in the face by the lever!
Parith, Evander's probably freezing to death, and I'd prefer not to use my last bit of magic to revive him. Could we please get this done?
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
So with that, Hopper and Icarius reach down, pull the lever back up as the wall flings back down to the ground, slamming shut once again, and both walls are back in place.
Alright, let's try this again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey!
And this time, like before, you reach up, grabbing onto the lever. A little bit easier this time as you both yank down on these levers, and both of the walls slam up into the ceiling, locking into position once again.
You actually helped that time.
Yeah, well, I want my immovable rods back. And I guess to make sure Evander doesn't die.
Alright, if we can all get down here together. Alakul.
Yes,
Thank you for joining us this time.
I'm here.
Is that what we're just gonna run all at the same time?
I mean, can you jump?
It's a bit of a jump.
I think I can jump that far.
No, I don't think I can jump. That's like
We also don't
I
want to
don't
leave
think I can.
Harshnag here. Hey, what about if we put the immovable rods up and then we just swing across it?
Huh?
the same problem that I had last time, where I wouldn't be able to get him back.
Evander.
Because I'm willing to bet Evander doesn't have Mage Hand.
I have an idea. What if we put the immovable rods onto the levers?
Then I don't
Then
get them
you
back?
definitely can't get them back.
But the gate would stay open.
But just a reminder, you have to come back at some point.
We do.
We don't want to close this behind us if we can help it.
True.
Harshnag is by himself in this place.
Yeah, he wouldn't be getting out for a while.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be getting in either, unless we found
but
another entrance.
then we would also be cutting out a source of... Well, because if we leave, then anybody can come in at that point.
And they would face Harshnag? I mean, I don't claim to be a combat specialist, but I wouldn't want to fight Harshnag.
I mean, anybody can...
There are
be
dumb
beat
people
with
out
enough
here,
numbers.
Kaelidus.
I mean, you did see the barbarian.
That's just my suggestion. I mean, I want to be able to come back in here, and if we trigger the trap again and don't have a way to get back in, it would be difficult, I think, for Harshnag to open it by himself.
It's true. We would have no way to get back here.
Evander, do you have the Mage Hand dually?
Looking up how long I can jump.
I think he's still AFK.
No, he said he's back.
Oh, then he's just
I'm
being
here.
quiet.
No.
Oh my god.
You're the worst wizard ever.
You can blow stuff up real good sometimes, but you can't do anything else.
As long as he's not afraid.
Alright, so out of character, yeah, each immovable rod could do it because they have a weight limit of 8,000 before they just can't hold it. But also out of character, I really don't want to lose both of them because I kind of like them.
If
The other
I mean,
thing
if y'all
is-
have another idea, like I don't have anything to get us.
Well,
across.
the other idea would have been to use Mage Hand to kind of like retrieve them and do the same rope trick that we did the last time, but we don't have anybody who can do Mage Hand.
I can do Mage Hand.
You can do Mage Hand?
I can do Mage Hand.
Well, alrighty then. As long as you can, a Mage Hand can push the button, so you'll be able to carry it.
I have a familiar, right? That can also work.
I have to be within 30 feet to use Mage Hand. That rod's a little bit further than 30 feet away from me.
Well, we have one, and the idea was to kind of swing off of it.
Well, if nothing else, you could use one on the southern lever and keep it up, because that'll keep this one from falling, theoretically. And then I can just walk across, grab the other one with Mage Hand, go put it in place.
I have the other one.
No, if you have the other... Oh, just throw it to us, Evander!
Evander is going to give it to his owl, who will fly it across.
Okay. So what's the plan?
I believe the plan is to do the same thing that we did before, where we set up the two immovable rods, then we tie a rope between both of them, and then we use the rope to kind of like climb across the rope, then probably use Mage Hand to deactivate one, bring it back, and then swing them both over the other one, and then just kind of do the same thing over both pressure plates.
Okay. Go ahead and, well, I won't even make you roll for it. You're able to set it up. You're using the Mage Hand to set it up on this side and then connecting it to an immovable rod here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. I'll just say for expediency's sake, yes. You could set it up. You set up the rope on one end. Mage Hand holds it, moves it over into place, locks it back on your side. You're able to pull the rope tight, press the button, lock it into place. You reach up, grabbing the rope. It seems pretty solid, not going to go anywhere. Feel like you'll be able to cross over, keeping your feet elevated off of the trigger and over to the other side.
Neat.
Awesome. And then we'll just rehash and do it again on the other one. And then I hug my immovable rods when all is said and done.
Once they get across, I look over at Alco and Paris and go, so setting up traps just a Dragonborn pastime, then.
I smack him upside the head.
So yeah, the group is able to move over and then resetting the others, moving again. Because I imagine that's what you guys were doing, is you're going over one and then over the other. Yep. So yeah, you're able to make your way over, no problem. And as you do, as you step out into this cold bitterness, you look out in the kind of dome archway that leads into this tunnel, looks out into the frozen nothingness of the spine of the world. And in the distance, you hear something. People. Kalidus doesn't hear something, but the others do. Kalidus is still worked up over the stupid doors.
I just want to make sure we get back in, but whatever, it's fine.
So did anyone invite friends?
Oh yeah, I invited everybody that I knew.
As you
my
know that many
friends
people?
are here.
Actually, I'm not even going to speak for you guys. What are you wanting to do? You hear voices. You don't know where the voices are coming from, but you hear voices.
Forge, how far was I into casting Tiny Hut?
Should we say hi?
What is it? A ritual spell? You're
Sorry, as soon as I got
pretty...
through.
I mean, you're pretty close to finishing it. You did interrupt it, though, to get your owl to go and get the other thing and send it over.
Yeah, that was like a bonus action. Mentally command.
I could make us all invisible for a moment. Would that help?
How long?
A few minutes.
Okay.
Or we can hide in the huts and hope nobody notices a dome of force.
And people inside of the Dome of Force.
They can't see
It's opaque.
inside.
Oh, that's right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, they just see the Dome of Force on the outside. You guys can see out, but they can't see in.
And then we
Exactly.
break out and surprise them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Stop interrupting me so I can finish.
Few seconds go by. Are all of you just staying huddled up here?
If that's the
Better
plan.
take a step over here.
Well, if it's the plan to do the film of force, I'm gonna
Maybe-
do.
Maybe we
With
should
the hut.
send somebody who's good at like scouting to go see what the people are.
Well, that would just be ridiculous.
It's just a suggestion.
Not
Somebody-
me.
Somebody should hit me with an invisibility spell so I can go do that.
Why do you have to be
Just so you know,
invisible?
anyone that's not
wait.
here.
Hold on. I have. Right, yeah. I have. Right, I actually pull up the hood on my Cloak of Elvenkind, and Wisdom Perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide, as the cloak's color shifts to camouflage you. Alright, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go sneak off to go find out who's doing what.
Okay, 1 second. Where is it?
I'll leave the
Where
posts.
is it?
There we go. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna
Was-
pretend I'm a rock, just like the hobbits did.
Wait. Where did you get that cloak from?
I got it as character creation.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, because I didn't give out a cloak of Elvenkind. I was like looking through my list, and I was like, wait, hold on. No, hold on.
No, you wouldn't have because I got it when I started.
Okay. So you put that up, and you're attempting to hide and sneak around and see what the hell's going on?
I am indeed, so I will give you a stealth with advantage.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
good job,
Go where you're gonna go.
advantage.
I was just gonna walk out.
Just right out into the center.
just-
Hey guys,
just
what's
straight
going
out.
on?
I think I'm totally invisible.
Okay.
By the way, y'all might want to close the gap.
As you make your way this direction, Parith, you see something off to the north. As you're looking way, way, way up to the north, like way over here. Let me see. Ping you way up into the darkness, so you can scroll down and see exactly how far away you are.
That's really far.
Because it's daylight out here where it's not where you are. You see something, looks like it's flying? You give it a good look, and as you're kind of looking this thing over, it's a vehicle of sorts, kind of hanging in the sky. As you're looking at it, it almost looks like it has a massive balloon attached to it, and it's a
Guys.
boat.
I know how we're gonna travel from now on.
It's Ryland's airship.
Yay!
No, it is
You
not
wish
right.
Ryland had an airship.
You look at it from where you are, and it starts coming in your direction. The individuals on this flying vessel see you. You're not
What?
hiding
Are you-
yourself very
That's
well.
what? No
What?
way.
No.
I look like a.
As it gets close, You take a look at it, and it's just a small ship that looks like it has like sleigh runners on the bottom side of it, so it could like go over like snow and stuff like that. But it's held aloft by this giant round balloon. Let me see if I can get you a picture of this, because I don't think they gave me one.
Is there lettering on the side of the balloon?
Yes, it says Goodyear Blimp.
Damn.
Damn.
I was gonna say if it's Ack Inc., I'm fine with doing some murder to get
well,
their balloon. They got a beer robot on there.
They do, and this is almost exactly the same kind of ship. The only difference is the color of the balloon. Let me see if I can make you this thing here real quick. But yeah, as you're looking at it, it begins floating over in your direction. You're kind of looking at it like it's almost distracting as you're looking at it. Like you're kind of impressed that this thing is like floating in the air and is coming in your direction. And you're like, holy shit, what is that? And as it gets closer, you notice two of the individuals that are on this airship kick off this 50-foot rope ladder. As it begins to descend a little closer towards where you guys are at. I'm going to create your thing now. Hold on. Real quick.
What are the chances they're going to kill us?
Probably high with us.
What do you mean? What are the chances they're going to kill us? I'm going to instigate combat just so that we have a rad airship.
So it's definite then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it sounds like.
Great.
Can we just let them kill Parith and try to beg for mercy?
Do you have a better idea
That
than
sounds like
stealing
not a
an
bad
airship?
idea.
Yeah, wow. It's almost like you guys didn't play any Final Fantasy games. Once you get the airship, the world opens up. We can go get class changes.
What's the Final Fantasy?
What's a Final Fantasy? What's a Final Fantasy? This is what you say.
It's going downhill is what it is, but yeah.
Interesting.
So cool.
I want one.
We're gonna get one in 5 minutes.
Oh, that's super cool.
This is what they see, chat.
So how
Isn't that
obvious
cool?
is it that they see me? Are they waving at me?
Oh, I mean, they kick the rope down to you and they're waiting. They're like looking over and watching you.
Yeah, I think they want to talk.
Well,
And then I go up the rope.
let's go then.
Okay.
Seems like a questionable idea, but I'll join you.
Evander just follows up.
Okay.
How many arrows am I met by when I get on top of this rope?
None. As you walk up to this rope ladder and begin to ascend it, as I mentioned, it's 50 foot in length, so it's gonna take you a little bit of climbing to get up there. As you get up to the top of it, you are greeted by several individuals.
Uh-oh.
I need to put your tokens on here because I haven't done that yet. So let's do that. Here.
I'm just going to start off with, look, I don't know if you guys are sky pirates. If you are, don't say anything, because then one of my companions is going to talk like a pirate. It's going to be really awkward.
Yar!
Oh, God.
It's too late. Too late.
To apologize.
Okay, so that goes
Say
there.
that like you're ashamed of us.
I'm not usually the one apologizing for other people.
So yeah, you climb up this ladder, and as you reach the top of this ladder...
Oh!
They look
Dragon cultist.
They look friendly.
So we are killing them.
I mean, I'm a Dragonborn, so they probably like me.
As you look over these individuals, all of them wearing black leather armor and these black leather masks, they look at you kind of serious, not really saying anything, just watching. As you look at them, this one begins to walk forward. As the other kind of steps back out of the way and allows this one to step up into the front. He bows to you and says, "We come to you on behalf of Cloth, the great dragon of the north. Cloth offers you this vessel and our services as a gift, so that you may cross the vast dominion while avoiding the many perils of the land below. War against the giants is inevitable, but the great dragon commands you forge ahead and face your destiny. The ordering of the giants may be broken, but they are not united. Slay their leaders, and you may yet prevail. If you succeed in quelling this giant threat, Cloth bids you come to his hidden vale so that he can reward your bravery." And then he bows to you once again.
Do I know who Clouth is?
I like you guys already. Hail Tiamat.
Give me a history check. You know that certain areas in the north, called the Cloth and Vale, are his territory. You don't know a lot about him. People attempt or try to keep away for fear of being killed by the beast called Old Snarl. He's generally not friendly, but from what you're gathering here, it looks like they have a similar goal to what you do, to end the giant plague that is basically wreaking havoc all over the Sword Coast.
Well, we appreciate your help, Mr.
Delsifine.
No last name given.
I don't think they need to share if they don't want to share.
Well, I'm excited to go forward. Also, what colored dragon is Cloth?
I feel like one of us would know.
The two Dragonborn, if either of you want to give me a history check at advantage, you can.
Well, with advantage, that's actually maybe doable. Yeah, 15.
-1?
Minus
15.
one. You know.
Why'd I let you do it? Damn it.
Do it!
You know, Clouth is a red dragon.
We both got 15.
Not just a red dragon, a red worm.
Oh, who is it in the time of need that comes out to help out the plucky adventurers? The Chromatics!
So this is a really nice airship you guys have.
And Delsifine
like
nods.
Yes, I would like to know how it works.
Yes, I too am interested in understanding how it operates.
They look at you. And Delsifine looks specifically at Hopper and says, "If you're thinking of doing what I think you're wanting to do, I would advise you take a look downstairs before you do so."
What do you mean?
What is that supposed to mean? That sounds like a threat.
Well, it sounds like your friend here is making a threat towards us, and we,
I
humble
merely
adventurers...
I merely expressed interest in knowing how it operates. That's all. Gareth is very eager to help the dragons.
I do like dragons. It's pretty much the only thing on this vessel that I do like.
Wow, we're all
Besides-
standing right here.
Besides Caleb.
Okay, we don't
Here I
like
was-
you either.
Here I was going to get you an airship, but fine.
I mean, I have an airship. I'm with these guys. Like, I'm fine with these guys.
It's not your airship. You're just freeloading.
Ooh.
Now let's let the
Damn.
nice dragon masks help us.
What my friends are saying is, thank you, Delphine, for offering us help. We were at a bit of a conundrum, really, of how we would travel around on our goals. This seems
Very
to,
much appreciated.
yeah, have happened at a fortuitous time that none of us would squander, of course.
Certainly not.
I mean, my feet work pretty well. Yes,
I
it would
mean,
All right.
Like,
there
hold
you
up
go.
Harshnog's map again and be like, this means hundreds of miles. I don't want to walk that far, Alakul.
Let's put it into
But if you
perspective.
wish-
So we don't walk, Calidus.
So, you guys are up here. The Great Worm Cavern is not too far away. However, some of the others, and I'll go ahead and just move these pins because I already have them in place. Let me select all. As you can see, some of them are pretty far away.
Here.
And would take,
Perspective.
yeah, would take weeks
Yes.
of walking.
Yes.
Only
These-
a few hundred meters.
No, that's
That's totally
miles.
what that M stands
That's
for.
That's
yeah,
what M
yeah,
stands
sure.
for.
It's totally is meters. Yep, absolutely.
That's what a lowercase m stands for.
Yep, totally meters. Yep.
100-meter dash, baby.
I have this strange urge to fly to Yartar. Anybody else have a strange urge to fly to Yartar?
Slightly,
Nope,
but I don't
not at
know
all.
why.
Why would you ever want to go to Yartar?
I don't
I
know.
don't- I have no idea.
I'm in the mood for fish.
It's a disgusting
See, here I
little
thought
place.
you wanted an airship, but now you're just being flippant.
Flippin'.
Flippin'.
Flippin' is the word you're
Flippin'.
looking for.
Flippin'.
No, she has a 7
Flippant.
intelligence. Flippitant is what she said.
I know.
Uh,
Me with my 9 intelligence is correcting you.
Alakul
I don't think you
starts
would.
to correct Hopper and
Sure.
just leaves it.
So as you guys start to question these cultists, these obvious dragon cultists,
Very obvious.
Very
Pop-off
obvious.
Paladin.
I'm not saying.
very obvious.
I'm talking to the actual like good guy here.
They seem very sincere. They are here to assist you. They will do you no harm. Calidus, as you're watching these individuals, they are very, very open about they just want to help. They are here to perform a duty that was given to them by the worm Clouth. They don't care about anything else. They don't care what you're doing, where you gotta go. They will man this ship for you, and you can rest. You can tell them where to go. You can tell them when to land, or if you need to quickly rush off, they'll keep the ship prepared for you. They have food and water aboard the ship to keep you fed while you're on your travels. They are literally here for nothing more than to ensure your safety and ending this menace of the giants attacking the realm.
We have a ship.
What you're
Don't
saying
fuck it
is
up.
we don't need to steal the ship at all.
We don't need to
You
shield.
don't. And they are doing all the work for you. And then
What,
go ahead.
Delphine, what is the worm's end goal for the breaking of the ordning? How would he go about fixing it?
Delphine looks at you and then looks back at the others and kind of chuckles and says, "We wish not to see the giant society reestablished. We want them to be dissolved." Why would we care that their ordning is broken? All we care about is that the dragons can reestablish themselves where they properly belong.
Well, Delphine, I do feel the need to let you know that we plan on restoring the ordning. I hope
cover
that...
his mouth.
No, we don't.
Not until we're almost done with the actual quest.
We aren't planning on anything. We just want.
Either way,
We're proud to accept Cloud's help, please.
Well, let's put it this way. Chances are, no matter what happens, we're going to kill a lot of giants. And that's what you guys want. So, it all kind of works out in the end.
we need to knock the giant hierarchy a peg down. We don't want them to think that they're better than Klauth or any other worm in our realm. So, if that means that you have to kill a bunch of giants in order to do so, we will assist you. And if you so choose to re-establish the ordning as your friend here has mentioned, well, so be it. We're not going to stop you. We just would think it's in our best interest if they continued fighting amongst themselves.
Okay. Very well. First stop. Calidus, if you will,
We were
show
planning to go to the
Giant
Great
worm cavern.
yes. Show
My
them
mouth's
where
still
we're
covered.
going.
Just kind of hold the map up and flip it around like in Sea of Thieves.
I'm waiting until he gets childish enough to try to lick her hand. It's like,
That's exactly what she'd want.
That's gross.
So,
That is what she'd
we'll
want.
do this.
Oh, my bite misses.
Oh.
Okay.
You rolled a 1 to fight.
So you can see the entire ship.
Nice. I like
Just
this.
gums her hand, just like, what are you doing?
Aw, there aren't many of them at all. We totally could have commandeered this.
But we don't need to now. They will
We
keep the
still
ship running
can
for us.
eventually.
We don't, but then we don't have to have the awkward conversation of how we're not going to actually help them take over the world. And...
It'll all be fine.
You get
And
the
we-
real impression these guys don't give a shit what you're doing.
Also,
That's fair.
as much
We'll kill him later.
fun as it is to say, like, we're going to commandeer the airship, does anybody know how to fly an airship?
That's why
It's
I was
true.
trying to learn.
Yeah, that's just not.
I am not proficient in.
Yeah, are
Air
any of you in
vehicles?
air or land vehicles?
No.
Pretty
Here,
sure no.
let me check.
Types
If I can't
in
even-
air vehicles. Ha! That's
I
me.
can't- If you can't,
Yes!
you're not,
I sure
you're not
am.
even good at. If you can't even mage hand, I'm not gonna hold out hope for
Damn.
It's true.
airship. So
These
I'm
are
gonna
all
go
my-
investigate
That's
this
some
awesome
serious shade.
harpoon. I'm gonna look up this harpoon gun that looks rad as hell.
Yeah,
So-
I'll just go over to Delphine and show the Great Worm Cavern off to the east.
Okay. So unlike your adventures on the Rotten Mangrove, this actually has weaponry to defend itself.
This is an
Holy
actual
shit.
competent
This
ship.
is an actual competent ship. Obviously, these individuals have offered to take you where you want to go and will do whatever it takes to ensure your safety getting where you want to go. They have said they will also take care of all of the work, meaning you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. However, should you choose to and want to aid them, it would expedite travel along the way. So if you wanted to learn how to operate the ship yourself, you are more than welcome to help them. They're going to teach you everything they can in the short period of time that they can. But obviously, there's a lot to making this ship actually function.
Chance
So
to
how do you
learn.
propel the ship?
Hello,
So-
harpoon gun.
As you're looking, you look at the center of this ship here. And the fire that is glowing there is not real. You could tell it is definitely of a magical origin. And it's just a sustained, steady fire building in that area. As you turn to Delphine and ask how they are operating this ship, Delphine looks at you and says, well, there may or may not be a fire elemental inside of that. And points to the center of the ship here.
So cool.
That raises the ship up and down.
He nods.
But how
And
do you
then-
get to go forward?
He motions towards the back of the ship. Over here, you can see that there are propellers. You can't see it from where you are because it would be underneath of that platform. But there is a motor with a propeller on the back that will push it forward and allow them to steer and guide it because the propeller can rotate where it's at. Calidus, as you're looking and you're kind of wandering around the ship, you head downstairs into the crew quarters. Each one of them, as you kind of walk into the room, seeing one of the cultists in here that's kind of lounged in one of the beds or cots here. You look around and notice there's plenty of room within this. There's a desk and chair at one end of the room, a footlocker to keep all of your things in, the hammock that you can sleep in. If you wanted, there's probably enough where you could cram 2 people in here, but you have a feeling that the cultists are probably going to start bunking in the same rooms to give you guys a little bit of space.
I didn't see the doors. Oops.
Yeah.
Just
there
waltzed
these.
into the wizard.
And they can
lay down.
and they can be bolted shut. There's as you're looking at the door, there's an actual like slide bolt that you can use to latch it shut if you want to. Within each one of these rooms as well, like here, you can see windows, just like round little cabin windows that allow you to look out over like or through the little portholes out into the world. Makes for nice flying, I guess. You can admire the countryside as you're flying over everywhere. Evandor, as you make your way to the front of the center piece here, where the flame is shooting out of the top of it, you look inside and there's a door here. As you peek in there, you can see between all of the openings, or the little slats of the door, you can see the fire elemental shooting fire out of its hands all the way through the top and shooting it up into the balloon, which is keeping the balloon filled and allowing it to float.
It's a living.
Delphine, this ship is an arcane marvel. I love it.
Delphine nods and says, well, obviously Clouth will always give us the best, and now giving you the best, so I hope you enjoy it.
I'm hugging this harpoon gun.
Where did Clouth get the idea for using the elementals to fly a ship around?
He looks at you and kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, I know not of how Clouth came about these wonders, but thankful I am that he did. Calidus, as you begin to kind of settle in, you notice the cultists are starting to move around a bit and making a little more room for you guys. The other cultists here begin kind of wandering around the ship, doing what they can to ensure, keeping watch off the sides. You have one individual at the back here that is helping to steer the ship with the wheel here in the back part of the ship, or the aft of the ship. And as he kind of rotates it, the ship begins to turn in place. And then he reaches forward, grabbing onto one of the levers, and as he pushes it forward, the propellers start to spin a little faster. Taking a cue from Calidus, the ship is rotated southeast and begins to head southeast towards the Great Worm Cavern. But that is where we'll take our break.
Yeah.
You guys are now air pirates. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yarg.
Still better pirates than Sky
No. No. I mean, yes, we are.
Everybody message Snow and tell him we're all pirates now. But
That wasn't hard.
Okay, so 5 minutes, and when we get back, we will continue and make your way towards the Great Worm Cavern. Okay, chat. I'm going to take a quick break, grab something to drink, and then when we get back, we're continuing on, so don't go anywhere.
To follow Bahamut or Tiamat. There's no in between.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
To the east.
ooh, thanks, Fourth. Very much appreciated. All right, let's see. Now that I have to reopen all 800 pages that I had. At least I have a few less now.
It's like I don't need those anymore anyway.
That's fine. Okay.
I think there's just going to be watching the guy at the wheel, seeing how he flies the ship.
Okay. Let's go here.
Just see Calidus swinging back and forth on the chair. I've never gotten to one of these before. This is fun.
All right. So going from the Eye of the Allfather and heading south towards the Great Worm Cavern. It is roughly 45 miles. This airship, as they prepare to venture onward, I believe. Yeah, this airship flies at a blistering speed of 8 miles an hour.
Woo!
Woo!
Oof.
So making the travel much, much easier than attempting to walk all the way from there to the Great Worm Cavern. So as they begin to make their way towards the cavern itself, they attempt to keep somewhat low, trying to avoid any headwinds or anything like that that may hit them as they're making their way towards the cavern. Somebody give me a D20 roll, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Me first.
Too slow, nerd.
Oh.
Calidus was first.
What is it first?
Oh, it showed up mine first.
Oh.
I see Hopper first on my screen too.
I see
Okay.
Calidus
I
first.
see Calidus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the 20 because I think
Yeah,
that'll be more interesting.
I got the nat 20, though.
Okay.
Unless the 6 gives us combat, then 6.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
You afford you get to pick 6, 20, or 15.
6, 20.
Whichever one's more
DM's
interesting.
choice.
Or roll a
one's-
D3.
Let's
Whichever's more
I've gotten
interesting
a
to you.
short rest, right?
let's see. Yeah, you guys have definitely gotten a short rest here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hang on, I'm just arcing recovery, just so you know.
Let's see what happens here.
That's half your total level in spells, right?
Oh,
Like that.
who are you talking to?
Arcane recovery.
You get
Spell slots combined level that is equal to or less than half your level.
Yeah, round it up.
Oh.
So you get 4.
Oh,
Oh god, I don't like that sound. We're going with the 20
no.
actually.
We're going with the 15?
The 6?
okay.
Doing it live.
The one that
We're
doesn't
doing it
give us
live,
the
boys.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
miss this airship when it gets blowed up.
We're dead, boys.
somebody roll a D3.
Nope. I'm not doing it.
Oh, there it is. Max
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
The
So
cultists stabbed Kaelidus
dragon
in
meat.
his sleep. They've been evil the whole time.
Well, we knew that they were evil.
I don't think anybody was under any illusions that they were.
But now
not
they're
good
evil
people.
and jerks.
As you're floating south, attempting to quickly make your way towards the Great Worm Cavern, you notice something off in the distance. Also flying. It flies closer.
Oh.
As it gets closer, you notice it has wings. What was that? Did I just lose?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Streamlabs just closed.
So
It's
you're still
still.
alive.
As you look to the north, you see the flapping of giant silver wings over here. Yep. Maybe, yeah. Do an Arcana check. I'll give you an Arcana check. You know this one isn't. This one is not like a full-grown adult yet. Oh, I don't want much. Like 10 gold per day. It looks at you and says, I didn't tell you how many days I'm staying with you. She looks at you and kind of gives a grin, a big toothy grin, and says, sure. Oh no, it wasn't offensive. Anything for a little bit of gold. My name is Dalanir. And I'll copy and paste it. She begins to pronounce it in Draconic, and you're like, Sure, that'll be fine. That is a brilliant idea. It looks over at you and begins to slowly release its claw from the side of the ship. The ship begins to slowly start taking off. And it says, 5 days. Oh, I must have forgotten the other part of this. That's per person. You were so quick to agree to it, I didn't think it would be necessary. Mm-hmm. It's funny you should mention it. No. No, there are no additional fees. Given your current position of the small one in the back, yeah, it's probably just gonna piss it off. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. She flaps and kind of rotates around, looking back where Calidus is, dropping back to be almost face to face with him, and kind of peeks her head over the railing and says, "Well, to be honest, I was curious. I mean, it's not every day you see something like this." Oh, you do flatter me. I appreciate that. Listen, I'll make you another deal. You tell me where you are going, and if the task isn't too difficult, I'll do all of this, traveling you back and forth, all of you, for 100 gold for the day. For each day. As long as you would like. Because you seem nice. And your friend back here, and looks back over at Hopper. She looks at you and says, no. Because you are nice, it's 100 gold for everybody. For the entire airship, as that one called it. And looks over in the direction of, I think it was Hopper that said that. Or was it Alakul? Evander, okay. He went downstairs. Yeah. That's fine. You notice they're very reluctant to deal with this dragon, but they are looking to you guys to decide what to do. Okay. I meant I have 4 gold. I'm sorry. Okay, so she looks at you and nods. Kind of begins to fly closer towards the front of the ship. And continues to escort you, as she said that she would do. And you continue the last part of your, hour that remains of the travel to the Great Worm Cavern. Let me see something. Did they not? I don't see any. I think they didn't put any things on here. Why do you do this? Yeah. Apparently, because holy hell, this computer today, for no reason, like I said, it's been fine. I've had no issues, but apparently now I am. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get you into position. Give me just a second, and then we will continue here. These are the right sizes. Did they break all of this? I wonder if that update broke everything. It did. What is this? These are... yeah, because these are... Man, they fucked this up. Mm-hmm. This is, oh, it's so broke. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to end it here because this map is completely broken and I'm gonna have to rework it. Yeah, because it was all set up, and now looking at it, like the sizing is way off. Like it has one square is like 50 feet. Yeah. That's super off, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to end our game here for the night, and then I'm going to get this sorted out so it's ready for next week. All right, let me end stream real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay.